Welcome to the July meeting of North Fulton Amateur Radio League, our monthly club meeting. Thanks everybody for coming. Looks like we got a good crowd tonight. A few logistical items. Please silence all your communications devices so they're not ringing during Wayne's excellent program coming up. Exits are through the front door where you probably came in, also through the kitchen and in the back. Coffee, water, and fire extinguishers are available in the kitchen. Restrooms along the entrance corridor, and watch out for all our cords if you happen to come up here. Cords on the floor. After the meeting, we need to store all the chairs and tables, sweep the floors, and take out the trash. Go back. So we'll end the program by 9 o'clock, hopefully, but we'll have a little bit of social time after that. We got till 9:30 to get the chairs up and everything cleaned up and get out of here. Please wear your name badges or logo shirt like this so everybody knows who you are. We're going to do a roll call tonight, and new members, so everybody should remember that if you see a green dot, that's a new member or a visitor. I see one here, there's a couple others around. That means it's somebody new here. Be sure to talk to them. We don't want to let anybody come and visit and not be spoken to by a member. We're pretty good about that anyway, but that's what the green dots are about. So let's start with a roll call. Well, first, new members, visitors, first time to a meeting, please raise your hand. Wow, look at that. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. All right, so we're going to do a roll call. As we come around to you, please tell us, a little bit about yourself. Maybe did you just get licensed or whatever, or maybe where you live, or what brought you here. So just tell us a little bit during roll call, if you would. Let's start the roll call with John, our Vice President.
I'm John, N4TOL from Roswell.
And by the way, if you're just since there are several visitors, if you're a board member, please identify yourself and what office you hold.
Lori, K4UPI, Roswell.
Bruce, KN4 LSI, Newham since April.
Congratulations.
Neil, N4FN, Marietta.
I'm KS4KJ, Steve from Ackworth.
Yay.
Reed, W2C2H, Buford.
Jim, KJ4QVT, Woodstock.
West, Whiskey 3, Whiskey Lima, Roswell.
Mike, W5JR, Cherokee County.
Bill, K4YJJ, Sandy Springs, and I'm the webmaster. Dale, KJ4C, Roswell. This is my wife, Kathy.
Don, N2BGU, Roswell.
Dan, KX4JN, Woodstock, and yeah, also knew him as it was about March.
Congratulations.
KK4USI, Alpharetta.
And thanks for being here, Jerry.
Larry, AA4QO, Sandy Springs.
And I'm Bob, K4BB, Roswell.
Now Mark, KJ4YM from Marietta, and I'm the activities chairman for 2018.
Scott, KM4JXE, Alpharetta.
Bob, K4 Very Bad Memory from Peachtree Corners.
Wade, KE4WYU, Alpharetta.
Tim, WK4U in Roswell.
RJ, WF4W, Roswell.
KK4ZKA from Alpharetta. Red.
Scott, WA2AXB from Peachtree Corners.
Jay, N4HAK from Roswell. Just got my technical general at the Ham Fest.
Congratulations.
Aaron Melton, KK4 Lima, Oscar Victor, Milton-ish.
Zig, AF4MP, Roswell.
Brian, W3CP, Forsyth County.
Steven, KW4HQ, Alpharetta.
Steve, KK4 USD, Alpharetta.
Tammy, KK4 USM, Alpharetta.
John, K4 SQC, other side of the tracks, Johns Creek.
And Diane, KN4 KSD, Alpharetta.
Colby, KN4 KSE, Alpharetta.
Dave, W4NUX, Alpharetta.
Terry, W4YBV, Roswell. Mike, no call sign yet, just got my tech license on Saturdays.
Congratulations.
Richard, KD4SEV, where there's about 500,000 of us in Woodstock, Georgia.
KQ2UU, Andrew Kennesaw.
I'm Lane, KB4KHQ, Doraville.
Good evening, Joe, Alpha Juliet 2 Yankee, Milton.
Hey, I'm Dana, KN4BEV, and I live in Roswell.
Chuck, AE4CW, Eastern Cobb. 84MC Mike in Sandy Springs. AK4NA Gary, Roswell.
Jim, W4JDS, Cherokee County.
Walt Warren, W0RON, Marietta.
Bill, K4YJI, East Cobb.
John, KC4JVJ, Alpharetta.
Martha, W4MSA, I'm club secretary right now. I'm from Stone Mountain.
Marilyn Mitchell, KU5LYC, Abbeville, Louisiana. I got my general here last Saturday.
Thank you for coming to the meeting.
Mike, N4MEP, Peachtree Corners.
Steve, AB4TT, Roswell.
Steve, WB4CVB, Alpharetta.
Paul, Gwinnett County, I just got my technician on Saturday.
Congratulations.
Greg, KN, APC, East Cobb.
Jim, W4QO, Roswell. Lauren, KD4Z, Hickory Flat.
John, N4HV, Roswell. Fred, N4CLA, your friendly treasurer.
Roger.
Roswell.
Oh,
Roger, N7BU, East Cobb.
Chris, W4CCH in Woodstock.
Clyde, AK4TL, Dunwoody.
excellent. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Isn't a roll call a fun thing to do, though? I mean, to get to hear everybody, maybe put some names, faces with call signs that you didn't quite think of. So we got a door prize drawing at the end of the meeting tonight. There'll be a $25 HRO gift certificate. And a 50-50 drawing. If you bought your red tickets, 50% will go to the winner, 50% to the club treasury. And we'll figure out later how much is actually in that. Powell could not be here tonight to talk about membership. He sends his regrets, wish he could. He had a work engagement. He might tell you why it's dropping a little bit, but I think it's, he'd say it has to do with renewals, so please renew. Can't quite do it with his accent. So we didn't lose as much as we did the previous month, so we only lost one over the last month. So, all right, QSO party, John.
Try to knock these down. Did everybody here read the newsletter? Who didn't read the newsletter? Okay, and that's for those of you who are on the Club Reflector, or you could go to the webpage and download the newsletter. But I posted about the results of the Georgia QSO party. The club did very well. The submitted scores turned out, we had originally thought it was about 830,000. I think we were about 940 or 30,000, which is the highest we've ever done. Not as high as some of the other clubs, professional contest groups that beat us out, but that's okay. We had 28 participants that submitted scores. They had 10. 2 or 3 of theirs combined just about beat us anyway, so that's what we were up against. But that's okay. We were the first of all the real clubs. But I think next year, I see that 1 million goal out there. So, if propagation gets better, it would be great to get the 7 figures. So, and we gave out some of our, we do the NFARL, Northwest Amateur Radio League Challenge during the Georgia QSO party. So we have our own friendly internal competition as a way to promote people to be active. And we gave out some of those awards. Some folks are here that weren't here at the last meeting. W5JR, the captain of our N4N Rover team, which accounted for about 300,000 of our 900,000 points. So first place overall, Rover. Okay, and we don't, another one, another Rover station, that was first place overall for multi-low power phone, K4YJJ, Bill Cobb.
All right.
Part of the W4G team.
Take your own picture, Bill.
Jay Drew, I didn't hear during the roll call. Larry, AA4QO. Second place, single operator, low power phone in Fulton County. Second place in Fulton County, our largest county.
Hey, Larry.
Larry.
Over here.
The N4F station at the location of W4QO, which was first place overall multi-operator QRP mixed. And one of those operators, Martha Muir, W4MSA.
Muchas gracias, thank you.
Martha.
And I think that's it, of the people I heard during the roll call. Did I miss anyone that played that hasn't gotten it yet? I didn't think. So, thank you all for that, and we'll keep trying to whittle them down.
And thank you to John for all the effort he puts into that every year. I think it's a labor of love, but he sure does put a lot of work into it. We appreciate it. But I want to go back to what he asked about e-news. Who clicked through on e-news?
I do.
Okay, now who, leave your hand raised if you read all of e-news? Okay, that's not too bad. Right, there's a lot of work that goes into it by all the authors especially. Sometimes it's hard to get material for e-news, and we considered going to bi-monthly instead of monthly. Does anybody have a feeling about that?
No.
No? Okay, I got an answer for you. Send material. Be an author. I mean, it's not that hard to write up a little story, especially anytime you're at any event that we do, or maybe any other event. All we want is for members to talk about what's going on, okay? Thanks. One more thing, one of our members, Lane, has put together for us the new, because of the new hands-free law in Georgia, which is, what is it, code 40-6-241. Went into effect in July, and as probably all of you know about it, you know that amateur radio is exempt. But the officer that pulls you over and gives you a hard time may not know that. So he's put together a little laminated sheet for us that you can hand to that officer that cites that code. So if you've got a radio in your vehicle and you'd like to have one of these, they'll be on the back table, first come, first serve. Not enough for everybody in the room, so please, if you have a radio, don't take one if you don't have a radio in your vehicle. If you do, take this one, please. They'll be on the back table for whoever would like them. Thank you to Lane for that. Lane, would you please stand up for me? Okay, Terry, please. Speaking of activities.
Thanks. Well, we got through with one QSO party and ready for another one. This year we're jumping islands. In the last couple of years we've had the island QSO party up at Lake Lanier Islands. And of course there's a $15 fee to get on the island, and then you got to put up with a lot of noise and everything. So we're going to jump and go down to Powers Island down at 285 in the Chattahoochee River, which is real easy to get to. There is like a $2 or $3 parking fee, $3 parking fee that you've got to pay to park. But August the 25th, why I'm here tonight is asking volunteers to come in and help us with this. Jim and I are setting it up. We need somebody to come in with a CW station, somebody to come in with a digital station. And if we can get those operators to come in, we can win this thing. Now, we've already been known all over the country and also in Canada as being one of the outstanding island clubs in the United States and Canada with our 40th anniversary and the 41 islands that we activated. So if you can come out for just an hour, 2 hours, doesn't matter. You can make some contacts, and it'll help our overall score. I'm going to put a sign-in sheet up at the table in the back tonight. And if you think you might be interested in coming, put your phone number in. Let me call you and set some things up. all your new hams want to come out and operate. This gives you a great chance to operate portable and look at that antenna system that we're going to be using. I'm going to talk more about it at our next club meeting. I don't want to take up any time. But make sure that if you're interested, do the sign-up sheet. And remember, if you come out and make some Allen contacts, we're giving out patches right at the QSO party. So you don't have to win anything to get a patch. Just show up and make some Allen contacts. So this will be out back. Thank you.
Radio or telephone?
It's just a small
John, when you're saying you found an LG headset at field day, somebody's missing one, see John in the back, he's got it. Okay, activities, Mark.
How's this, Steve? This is good. My name is Mark Coleman. I'm the activities chairman for 2018. And here's some of the activities we have going on right now. We have the North Fulton ARES meeting every second. It's the second Tuesday of each month, and there's a website that you can go out there and take a look at it. And we have Hungry Hams on Wednesday at 11 a.m. at Slopes Barbecue. It's right there on East Crossville Road. We have a great time, have a good crowd, and some good barbecue. Good fellowship there. We also have the Royal Order of Old Geezers. It's on Saturday morning at Reveille at Shalford Road and Sandy Plains. And we have a good time there as well. It's kind of repeater nets. We have TechNet on Monday night. Stephen does a great job on that. We had a great net last night. I really enjoyed listening to that net, really do. And that net, by the way, is both voice and most of it's on the computer on the Dewdrop end, so you get a lot of good feedback there. We have a YL net on Thursday evening at 8 p.m. We got the North Fulton ARES net on Sunday nights at 8:30, and that's followed by a digital communication net training session. We got the Huntsville Hamfest coming up August 18th and 19th. And then we have the Stone Mountain Ham Fest on November the 3rd and 4th, and then Ham Jam on November the 10th.
Ham Jam t-shirts back there tonight, $5, or if you're a hardship case, we'll give it to you.
Well, I didn't know about the hardship case.
Mark this
Okay, that's fine. Next slide there. Okay, this is something new that as the activity chairman I kind of initiated here. Right at the very top, I just got my ham radio license. Now what do I do? And what I wanted to do was, I know that when I was getting into ham radio, I had to have an Elmer, and I had to have help from some other licensed hams. And one of the biggest things that really helped me out was to go visit their shack to see how all the pieces was set up and the relationship of those pieces and their antennas and all the various parts, components. So I'm proposing that we have ham shack visits. And I've contacted several Elmers in the group, and they're going to be, there's several have been responding back that they're going to open up their shack for visits. Now the dates we're looking at is August 18th, 25th, and September 15th, 22nd, and 29th. Now that's on a Saturday. We're looking from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., but now that's flexible. I'm going to leave it up to the Elmer itself to determine what time they want to have them have the participants to come. It could be 11 to 2 or whatever time. And then also, very bad memory told me that possibly during the week you could go for a visit as opposed to a Saturday. So I'm doing the logistics as far as scheduling the participants and matching it with an Elmer. So that's the way it's going to work there. The purpose is to show a typical ham radio station setup and how to make some QSOs. Participants. How many's a newly licensed ham? Raise your hand. Keep it up. How many of on here have never made a QSO? I'm talking about an HF QSO, not just 2 meters. If you've never been on the air, raise your hand. Okay, and the last group is, how many of y'all have been licensed since 1945? Well, that's the whole room, right? So everybody's included, not just new hams, or not just never been on the air, what I call never been on the air hams. To participate, you need to contact me, Mark Coleman, KJ4YM, and you can find my email address on the NFARL homepage, and give me a contact there. We're going to match up with Elmer and get you scheduled for a ham station visit. Sorry about that. Any questions about that? Okay, thanks.
Good deal.
That ought to be a real good activity for us. Hope a lot of people take advantage, and thank you for doing that, Mark. I was remiss earlier, there's a few new people here. I'm Darrell, K4RGK, President of North Fulton Amateur Radio League. I didn't say that earlier. Most of you know that. And so, there's NFARL apparel. We were going to order July 1st, but we did not because our vendor imposed a 6-item minimum on us. And as of today, we got 5. So if you've been thinking about getting a shirt like this, maybe you want to get a jacket, you know, fall's coming up. Maybe you've been thinking about getting an NFARL apparel item. Please go do it now in the Mart, NFARL.org. And left-hand column, click on the Mart, and you can see what we're offering there. And go ahead and order something. We can get our quarterly order placed.